Believe it or not, one of the major leagues around Europe is about to kick off their season, that's right, of course, and we're going to do this for the very first time. It's only the Zweite Bundesliga, and I've got my very ever first predictions coming at ya next. Today we're looking forward to the Zweite Bundesliga Matchday number 1 for the 2021-2022 campaign, and we'll get to that in just one second. If you're new, where have you been? Smash your subscribe and keep your bang out today with all things Bundesliga 2 related, Blackburn Rovers related, whoa, football related, we're going to do here under one risk is goodness gracious me. The final whistle of the Euro 2020 is still in my ears, and of course some of the guys are still on bloody holiday, but not in the Bundesliga 2. Of course they are looking forward to starting the new campaign, and we've got some big boys in here. Of course we're talking about Schalke, we're talking about Werder Bremen, we're talking about Hamburg, we're talking about Nürnberg, we're talking about some of the big boys, of course, in the Zweite Bundesliga, and we'll talk all about that in a minute. Of course, if you are new and of course want to support the channel in another way, check out the links down below, patreon.com/Roverseas. You can support the channel from $1 to as much as you like, from as little or as much. Check it all out, patreon.com/Roverseas. But here we go, something new to look forward to. It is the Zweite Bundesliga, of course, kicking off this coming Friday, the 23rd of July. That's right. But who is in the Zweite Bundesliga? Well, I'm going to tell you right here, right now. So who is in the Zweite Bundesliga? Well, I'll tell you right here, right now. We got Heidenheim, we've got Nürnberg, we've got Darmstadt, Dynamo, Dresden, FC Erzgebirge, Ingolstadt, we've got FC St. Pauli, Fortuna, Düsseldorf, we've got Hamburg. Who else? We've got Hannover and 96, we've got Hansa Rostock there, we've got Holstein, we've got Jahn, we've got Karlsruher, Paderborn as well, Schalke 04, SV Sandhausen and Werder Bremen, of course. And how did they end up last time around? Of course, we did lose some of them. Of course, VfL Bochum and Greuther Fürth have got themselves promoted. I think that, who else got promoted? Holstein, Kiel didn't get, oh, they lost the relegation playoff, that's right. And of course, we did lose Osnabrück, of course, local team down the road from where my folks live. Eintracht Braunschweig and Würzburger kickers have also gone. Of course, they've been replaced. And as you can see, so get familiar with where they ranked, of course. That's going to probably base my predictions off this, because we are coming at this pretty raw behind the ears, because we never covered the Zweite Bundesliga before, but we do expect to see something from the likes of Schalke, from the likes of Werder Bremen, and of course maybe even the likes from Hamburger SV as well. So we're going to get into it. We're going to go right into the deep end. Of course, we do have our very own squeaky clean brand new prediction league as well. If you want to get involved, it's pretty simple. Just go to that link down there, Cutley/2 Bundes 1. That's right. Of course, it is free to enter. You're just going to go to my website, fill out the form, put your details in there, and that's it. You enter, of course, the prediction league. We're going to keep a track with your predictions, my predictions as well, throughout the season. Of course, see who will come out on top as, of course, Kingpin prediction champion. Of course, still trying to wrap up last season, but we'll get to that hopefully this week, because it's been a bit mad. But anyway, without further ado, let's get in the deep end and have a look at the first round of matches. And here we go. Of course, let's jump in the deep end. Kicking us off with Schalke up against Hamburger SV, taking place this Friday. That's right, 23rd of July. They played each other 53 times since 1992. 21 victories for Hamburger SV, 18 wins for Schalke. Of course, the biggest win coming at you, 4-0 win for Schalke. The biggest win for Hamburger, it was a 4-1 win. There've been 14 draws between two sides as well. They've scored 75 goals apiece against each other, and they come into this with a 1.42 goals a game ratio. Also coming into 67% form at the moment. That's Schalke, of course. I'm not sure if this is friendlies or it was competitive matches, but they come into this just one defeat the past 6 games. Meanwhile, Hamburger SV come into this also one defeat the past 6 games. The last round they played each other was a 4-0 win for Schalke. That was a friendly back in January 2020. Last time they played each other, the competitive action was in the Bundesliga. It was a 3-2 win in Hamburger SV as well. Of course, the bookies odds 7-5 for Schalke, 12-5 is your draw, and 9-5 is your Hamburger SV. Of course, I will get the pronunciations right, but I'm going to go with a 1-1 draw on opening day. I think Schalke will like that. I don't think it's, of course, Hamburger SV will probably be one of the favourites to go up, as will Schalke, and I think they're going to cancel each other out. It is opening day, all eyes on them, so we'll see about that. Next up, of course, FC Darmstadt against Jahn Regensburg. Of course, it'll take place on Saturday, the 24th. Of course, played each other 19 times since 2002, 8 wins for Jahn Regensburg, of course, 4 wins for Darmstadt, and 7 draws between two sides. The biggest win, though, for Jahn Regensburg over Darmstadt was a 7-2 win. Meanwhile, the biggest win on the flip side for Darmstadt was a 3-0 win as well. In fact, Regensburg Regensburg have scored 34 goals compared to their 20, which is around about 1.79 goals game ratio compared to the 1.05 goals game ratio, going in favour of Darmstadt. Darmstadt coming to this 92% form, winning 5 of the past 6. Only it was a draw. As for Regensburg, they come into this 50% form, winning 3 and losing 3 as well. The last time played each other, of course, was way back in 2021. Of course, last season was a 1-1 draw in Regensburg. Last time played each other in Darmstadt was also a 0-0 draw. The bookies odds on this one, 20-20 is your Darmstadt, 25 is your Regensburg, and 13-5 is your draw on this. Going to go with the 1-0 win for the away boys on this one. Of course, Regensburg will fancy the chances, even though the bookies odds are going with Darmstadt on this. So yeah, I'm going against the grain because I'm a bit like that, a bit risky, bit rogue. Kicking off forward, then we've got Heidenheim taking on, of course, Paderborn. That's right. Again on the 24th at the Volta Arena. Of course, Heidenheim have actually played each other 6 times since 2015. 2 wins for Paderborn, nothing for Heidenheim. 4 draws. Of course, the biggest win for Paderborn was a 5-1 win. Of course, just 6 goals scored between Heidenheim and Paderborn. In fact, 6 goals scored by Heidenheim. Paderborn have actually scored 12 goals against them in those 6 matches, which is around about 2 goals game ratio. They come to this 50% form, just 2 wins in the past 6 games. Meanwhile, Heidenheim comes to 3 wins in the past 6 games as well. So a bit tough to call on this one on recent form. Heading into this, of course, the last time played each other was in Paderborn, was a 2-2 draw back in February 2021 last season. Of course, they played each other in Heidenheim as well, also a 0-0 draw as well. Bookies odds on this one, what do we have on this? 5-4 for Heidenheim, 2-1 is your Paderborn, and 5-2 is your draw on this. Going to go with Paderborn for the away day win. Get 2 away day wins for me at the first 3 matches. Do I know what I'm talking about? We'll have to wait and see. Dynamo Dresden will take on Ingolstadt as well this coming weekend as we open up match day number 1 in the Bundesliga 2. Played each other 15 times since 2009, 5 wins for Ingolstadt, 3 wins for Dresden, and 7 draws. The biggest win for Dresden was a 4-0 win. Meanwhile, the biggest win for Ingolstadt was 4-2. That's since 2009, by the way. The most goals scored between the two sides is 19 by Dynamo Dresden, 18 for Ingolstadt, which is 1.2 goals a game ratio compared to the 1.27 from Dresden. Dresden comes in 75% form, losing once in the past 6 games. Meanwhile, 67% form for Ingolstadt, also losing once in the past 6 games. Last time around, though, was a 4-0 win for Dresden in Dresden. That was in the 3rd tier of in the football. So they got themselves promoted alongside Ingolstadt, it looks like, according to my knowledge. They also played each other last time around in Ingolstadt. Was a 1-0 win as well. Bookies odds on this one, 7-5 for Dresden, 12-5 is draw, 9-5 is your Ingolstadt. Going to go with Dresden myself to get a point, 1-1 in the end. Opening day draw. Hansa Rostock taking on Karlsruher FC. That's right, of course, these are names from my past in the Bundesliga. Played each other 22 times since 1995, 6 wins apiece and 10 draws. Of course, taking place at the Ostsee Stadion. The biggest win for Rostock was a 2-0 win, but the biggest win for Karlsruher was a 3-0 win. In fact, Karlsruher scoring 31 goals compared to their 28, which is a 1.41 goals game ratio compared to 1.27 by Rostock, of course. Heading into the 67% form for Hansa Rostock, 75% form for Karlsruher. Just 1 defeat the past 6 games. The last time around was a 1-1 draw in Karlsruher. Last time around in Rostock was a 1-0 win for Rostock. That's back in October 2018. Of course, the bookies odds on this one, 70-10 is your Rostock, 6-4 is your Karlsruher, and 12-5 is your draw on this. Going to go with Hansa Rostock with the opening day win, and again put Karlsruher on the ropes. Kicking off, we have Werder Bremen. That's right, taking on Hannover 96 again, taking place on Saturday. I think this is the late kick-off, that's right. Of course, on the Weser Stadion. Played each other 38 times since 2002, 21 wins for Werder Bremen, 8 wins for Hannover, and 9 draws. The biggest win for Bremen was a 6-1 win over Hannover. Meanwhile, the biggest win for Hannover over Bremen was a 4-1 win. In fact, 95 goals have been scored for Werder Bremen over Hannover, who've actually scored just 47 in return, which is 1.27 goals game ratio compared to the 2.47 goals game ratio by Werder Bremen. They come into this 33% form, both sides. Not good, 1 winner in 6. Of course, last time I played each other was in the DFE Pokal last season. It was a 3-0 win for Bremen. Last time I played each other in Bremen was also a 2-0 win back in friendly. We don't really count that. Last time I played each other in competitive action in Bremen was a 1-1 draw back in 2018. The bookies odds on this one, we have Werder Bremen even Stevens for the victory, 13-5 is your Hannover, and 50-5-2 is your draw. I'm going to go with the Bremen with a 2-0 win, opening day win, and of course keeping the clean sheet. Kicking off forward, we have FC St. Pauli taking on, of course, who is this then? Holstein Kiel on Sunday. Played each other 18 times in 2003, 7 wins for St. Pauli, 6 wins for Kiel, and 5 draws. Of course, the biggest win for St. Pauli was a 5-0 win. The biggest win for Kiel was a 4-0 win. In fact, scored 25 goals compared to their 27, and they come into 42% for each. Of course, last time played each other in Pauli. St. Pauli was a 1-1 draw back in last season in January. Of course, bookies odds on this one, 7-4 for St. Pauli, 5-2 is draw, and 7-5 is your Holstein Kiel. Very, very even Stevens in the old bookies. Going to go with the 2-0 win for St. Pauli, though, at home to take it to the bank, and then wrap it all up. It'll be, well, not wrap it, have Nürnberg up against Erzgebirge Aue. Again, I don't know how to pronounce that. Let me know in the chat. Played the 14 times in 2003. 10 wins for Nürnberg, 2 wins for Erzgebirge Aue, and 2 draws. Of course, the biggest win for Nürnberg was a 4-1 win compared to their 3-1 win, and they're both coming to this in pretty rugby form. 58% form for Nürnberg, 25% form for Erzgebirge Aue. Of course, last time played each other in Nürnberg was a 1-0 win last time around, of course, back in December 2020. Bookies odds on this one: 11-8 on is your Nürnberg, 11-4 is your draw, 7-2 is your away win. And I'm going to go with the home win on this one, 2-1 win, and again to open up the season with a win, and then wrap it up. It'll be Sandhausen up against Fortuna Düsseldorf again on Sunday. These two clubs have played each other 14 times for 2008. 5 wins for Sandhausen, 7 wins for Düsseldorf, and 2 draws. The biggest win a piece was a 3-0 win. Of course, pretty much evens on the goals as well. Last round, of course, they played each other in Sandhausen. It was a 0-0 draw back in March 2021. Of course, that was last season. Bookies odds on this one. What do we have on this? 11-5 is your host, 12-5 is your draw, 6-5 is your away win. That is Fortuna Düsseldorf, and that's where my money's going as well. Going to go with a draw. That's right, 1-1 draw in the end. That's what I think. Let me know your thoughts. Of course, make sure you get your picks in via the old prediction league right here, right now. That's Cut League 4/2 Bundes 1. That's right. Get in amongst it. Let me know your thoughts. And of course, we look forward to seeing you next time around when we do match number 2 in the Bundesliga. But until then, give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below. Who do you think's going up? Who do you think's going down in the Zweite Bundesliga? We'll take a little look. All that coming at you next time around.